What up, y'all? It is deadlift and squat day. I'm now squatting and deadlifting twice a week under the Wendler 531 boring but big, less boring configuration. I have added in some additional curls and triceps work to hit the long head of the triceps and rear delt work. So it's kind of a quasi mix between Wendler 531, less boring but big, and the 3-month challenge bodybuilding version of it. But it leans more towards the powerlifting side. So today's heaviest set on deadlift was 275. I'm being really conservative with my deadlift right now because I'm not used to squatting twice a week. And I've also switched from focusing on the front squat as my main power and strength movement to the back squat again. So you notice I slashed up my shins on the old bar deadlifting. So basically, with switching the front squat to the back squat, I decided to set a very conservative training weight so that I could really remind myself about the form, because I've only been doing 135 for like sets of 12 as a cool down after I finished my real front squat work where I was going much heavier. So with the weight set low, I'm able to really get my form just totally iron perfect, and then move up in weight according to the Wendler 531 programming. So on deadlift day afterwards, I will do squats at like 50% of the training max, possibly, I think is what it is, or something along this. Whatever it is, I'm doing 115 today for 5 sets of 10 on back squats, which is just totally non-controversial. You can see I'm doing it like in the middle of the room with no safety bars here in a minute. It's just kind of like the point of it is just to get volume in, kind of like I'm doing with these deadlifts here, these like sort of lower weight deadlifts. 215 is really not like an intense deadlift, but it does allow me to really work on the mechanics and actually sort of produce muscle in the areas like erector spinae, glutes, hamstring, that will help me in the future pull heavier, serious pulls. So, I mean, getting a lot of good volume in at a comfortable weight on these compound, well, I wouldn't say a comfortable weight, but at a serious percentage of your 1 rep max that is not actually, above 75, you can get a lot of form work in, and ultimately these movements produce a lot of hormones for muscle growth and other things. So it's just good to get a lot of repetitions in on these big, basic, hardcore compound movements, rather than say the bodybuilding stuff that most people spend their time on. You'll notice that it's just the Wendler 531. I do it with the I do 3 sets of 8 at a very low percentage at the end, which by the end starts to feel kind of challenging. You can tell it's burning. You can tell it's kind of burning muscle and creating muscle tissue, which is the objective here of the volume work. You do your heavy set to train your nerves, to invite the body to grow stronger. So here you'll see I'm just doing 115 on the squat, nothing at all controversial, nothing that there's any chance it's going to be difficult. And the goal here is just to have a flawless form, just to like really make sure that my form is totally on point, and just sort of build general muscle in that area to prepare as I start increasing in weight on the squat week after week. The goal here being, to focus on bringing the hips up. There's a little bit of butt wink I've got to kind of detune, but I do go super low, so that's kind of part of the deal. But anyway, I did add also some leg extension work in, which is not what most people would do, but I have a quad sort of deficiency compared to the rest of my body, so I'm just really trying to bring them up in particular, and this is going to help me do that.